Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. We are asking for an immediate message for you and we are looking at the week ahead. Today is Sunday and this is what we do every Sunday on the Moon Magic Tarot channel. Or the Moon Magic Weekly Tarot channel. We have the monthly tarot channel as well now, where we actually do, where I do my monthly readings for all zodiac signs. Welcome everybody, welcome if you're returning. And welcome if you are new. I'm going to draw runes and charms as well. I know some of you like that extra information, but let's look at the cards that we have first. For pile 1, we have 7 of Hearts choices. So this is for pile 1. For pile 2, we have 10 of Angels, surrender. This is for pile 2. And for pile 3, we have 9 of Angels, guardian. This is for pile 3. Okay, so let's, I'm just going to place these little counters here so we can put the charms out and you'll be able to see them really easily, just against this sort of background. Everything, the cards, the charms, the runes, I list them all beneath the video in the description and I put them in a comment for you as well. So do check them out if there's anything you want. Also, just to raise something in the comments, we are being inundated in the comments. I do remove them all, but nevertheless, you know, I can't necessarily constantly watch the comments, but there are comments from people claiming that there's a book about manifestation. They are just endless. They are prolific. They set up loads of YouTube accounts and then they try to promote this book, which apparently is a scam. So anything where you've got, oh, I didn't think I could manifest anything and then I found this wonderful book about whatever it is, the depths of manifestation. It is a complete scam. So disregard those comments or report them, please. We are being inundated at the moment, every video, as soon as it's posted, and then we remove them and then they post again. So, and they just set up new accounts as fast as they are removed by YouTube. But just be aware of that current scam at the moment. So, beautiful souls, let's draw your charms and let's draw your runes. So, pile 1 with 7 of Hearts choices, you have 2 runes. You have the rune of Awaz, movement, and also Rado, journey. Okay, 2 runes. And your charm is okay. Oh, you've got 2 charms as well. One that I had already picked out, which is the spiral, but also you have this kind of stick. It's like a candy stick, a candy cane. So the spiral and a candy cane with movement and journey, Rado and Awaz. Let's put those there. Okay. And for pile 2 with the 10 of Angels, surrender. You have 2 runes again, and you have Manas, the rune of the self, and you also have Fehu, which is the rune of nourishment and possessions. Okay, and your charm. 2 charms again, interestingly enough. You have an octopus and also a dove of peace. Okay, that's pretty cool, I've got to say. The charms are really buzzing today, actually. Really be interested to know what you guys are picking up on. I mean, you are very, very intuitive, and thank you for those of you that comment. It's really interesting to hear what you're picking up on in the cards and the runes. Oops, I'm just trying to make sure that camera is actually focusing. There we go, I think that's a little better. Right, pile 3 with the 9 of Angels, you have 2 runes again. You have Othilla, which is the rune of separation. You also have Algiz, which is the rune of defense. Okay, so Othilla, separation, Algiz, the rune of defense, and you have 9 of Angels, guardian. And your charm or charms. Let's see what comes through for just one charm, but one very large charm. You have a dragonfly. This is so beautiful. Okay, you have a dragonfly. That is for pile 3. Okay, now I'm going to leave the video running for a little bit longer for you, for anyone that needs a little bit more time. Sometimes I know that for some of you there is more than one message coming through, particularly given that we are looking at the week ahead. Sometimes one message is about one area of your life and another is about a different one. Trust your gut feeling, sit with the cards, the runes, the charms, whichever speaks to you, and go with whatever is feeling right. Beautiful souls, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. We are asking for an immediate message for you from Spirit, from Source, from your Spirit team. I'm seeing both of these coming through for you. And we are then going to, so we're going to draw oracle cards. We're going to look at the week ahead as well, see what is happening for you. I'm seeing this and those two. Okay. We have some really interesting cards today that kind of came through when I was in my space of preparation. I love that when the cards just really like leap out and you just know straight away which ones we're going to be using. Okay, so I'm seeing actually these 3 here and this one here as well. Okay, let's move these and see what we have for you initially. I'm just going to look at these 2 first, actually, because these cards have messages on the reverse. We'll have a look at them shortly. But you have the sword of Excalibur, I believe, rising out of the water. I think there's going to be clarity of something. You've got a choice. 7 of Hearts choices. We also then have this crow sitting on a beautiful stick. Clarity of direction. But it's interesting because this feels like a spiritual clarity, actually, or a clarity like really becoming a seer, being able to see something clearly. This for me is really indicating something of a higher vision. We have Malefics, beware of challenges, and air, take a bird's eye view. Okay. We have the medallion. I'm hearing all that glitters is not gold. We then have Alethea. And we have the healer and the comic. Okay. Very interesting cards. Let's have a look at your tea leaves as well. You have Broken Bridge. You have Star. How interesting. What a real... You've got a Broken Bridge, Star. You have Happiness. You have Ant. And you have the Wheel. Okay. Let me put this... sort of like this, I think. And then we've got room for your tarot cards. Let me move these up a little bit. Is that going to work? Yeah, I think so. Okay. I think with the comic and Malefics, beware of challenges. But you're rising to a challenge. Okay, and something, you reach for something. I think there is a choice that you need to make around you, my beautiful souls. Indecisiveness is the wheel, but I'm seeing the wheel turning actually. I don't always, I think, in the readings for me, if I really read them intuitively, the wording on the tea leaves isn't always resonating, but the energy of the card is. So this is a broken bridge. We've got happiness, we've got the star card, which is about success. We have the ant card, which is about success. I think something that was broken can be fixed. I think something that felt as though it was maybe even someone who you feel has been viewing something in very black and white terms. I think something can be fixed. Something can be healed. You can find success or a way through something. I'm going to ask for more information about whatever it is that needs to be healed. We've got the candy cane and the spiral here. Now, Rado is a rune of journey. Sometimes Rado will indicate like an actual journey, travelling somewhere, but more often than not it's about journeying inwards and removing any inner blocks or obstacles to success. And we have cards of success here. The broken bridge is a card of unsuccess or something that's unsuccessful, but I think you can heal a broken bridge. Now with movement, Awaz, this is the bettering of any situation, and it suggests that something will gather momentum. It's going to get better. Air, take a bird's eye view, seeing something differently. Just move those along a little bit so we've got plenty of room. Just going to bring in your tarot cards, I think, before we say any more. But I think you have a choice in how you approach something. I think you can heal a broken bridge. I think you can kind of reach out to someone, actually. Let's get more information. May I ask for more information, please, for my pile ones? What is their immediate message that they need to hear now? We'll then look at the week ahead for you. I'm seeing this as well, and these. Okay, so you have 5 of Pentacles. Okay, we have the 3 of Chalices, so 3 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Chalices. We have the Hermit. We have the Knave of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So you've got both the Page and the Knight showing up for you here. Okay. And then we have, let's put these just here and then see if we can place these down here. Then we have Ace of Chalices and the Death card. So death and rebirth, transformation. Right, there is something that you can turn around. There's a bridge that was broken that you can heal. Now, it may be for some of you, it may be to do with a working alliance. I see it more as a working alliance than of love, although we have the 7 of Hearts here. But I am seeing this less of a, it feels less of a relationship, as in I like intimacy. It doesn't feel like we're talking about a love or an intimate relationship. This feels much more like it's about a working alliance or a friendship. I think there can be a really, really successful outcome here with the Ace of Chalices and the Death card, the transformation. Something can be really turned around here. And this is your primary message, that there is a situation around you where you actually have a choice as to how you handle it. I think you could reach out, you could see it through a very black and white lens, or it could even mean that there is somebody around you who is very black and white. Perhaps they are not able to see something in a particularly good way. They're very stuck in their ways. That's coming through here. Someone who is entrenched and stuck in their ways. Also somebody who has a bit of trickster energy around them. Maybe they're not... I don't feel like this person is... like a real sort of like a demon or You know, I don't feel this person is really bad, okay? But I think that they kind of behave badly, okay? There's a difference between somebody who is just a bit of almost like a lovable rogue, as opposed to somebody who's really, really setting out with ill intent to cause harm and damage. And I'm not getting that energy. I'm getting the energy of somebody who's just, you know, maybe they bluff their way through things, or they put on a bit of a front, they're a bit of a joker. There's the energy of someone around you who, I think there's been a discord between you, okay? They're a bit of a joker, but I suspect it could well be somebody that you work with, or someone you connect with in that kind of way. There's a sort of a working alliance coming through here. Again, it could be a friend or somebody. If it's a friend, it could be somebody that you work on, like a community project or something. There's there's something here where you're being asked to sort of, I think, look at it with real eyes, sort of not to judge them in a way as being, again, then this isn't black and white. I don't think they are really, really bad, but I do think they behave badly. Okay, that's the flavour of this situation. And you're being asked to sort of to try and take a bird's eye view, and to try and see this in a way that would bring it sort of back together. Now, the Three of Chalices, it's interesting. We have a really, again, a bird that looks as though it is either a raven or a crow. It's the same family of birds. I think you can reach out here, and I think you can offer a hand of friendship or reconciliation. I think this can definitely be healed, and it can be healed successfully, and this situation can be turned around. This is the primary message for you, that this situation can be turned around. You do have choices. Journey within and try to remove any blocks within yourself that stop you from being able to move this forwards. With the Page followed by the Knight of Pentacles, you know, the Page is a card. Page of Pentacles is a card of promise. You know, there's a lot of promise here. A lot of good can come from this. And with the Death card, things can be transformed. They really can. I think this is about you looking through a different lens, actually. And it's not easy to put stuff down if somebody behaves badly. Because I think somebody has behaved badly. I think, and I don't think it was you. I think they broke something, which is really interesting. I think they broke something. I don't think it was you that broke it. But I do think it's you that can fix it. You know, sometimes this person may also be a bit stubborn. But that could be applying, you know, we can all be a bit stubborn, to be fair. That could be applying to you, but I think it could be that they are a bit trickstery. Yeah, you can heal this. You can move it forwards, whatever the outcome. This is your primary message. Let's check out the week ahead and see kind of how this might pan out, and get some more information as to how to handle this. You definitely have choices. I don't think you have to compromise on your personal beliefs. I think accepting someone for who they are doesn't mean you compromise on your beliefs, okay? Because I think you've held the higher ground with the bird's eye view as well, actually. I think you've absolutely held the higher ground. Just looking at this Five of Pentacles, it is as if this man who's dancing here has become, almost looks like he's become a tree. It's really interesting. A tree in autumn. I wonder if this is about letting something fall away a bit. I also do see community in both the Three of Chalices and the Five of Pentacles. Sometimes the Five of Pentacles does feel as though you get pushed out almost. But what I see in this card is very much about letting something fall. It's sort of learning to handle differences. And that's not easy, because I think you do need to still be you. You don't have to back down on your principles here, but it's also about accepting somebody who has not behaved badly, or has behaved badly but isn't a really, really, really bad person. It's that sort of thing. That's the energy here. And this is not resonating with you. It might not be the right reading for you because it's quite specific. Let's check out the week ahead and see how this energy pans out. Okay, we kindly ask for pile 1 about the week ahead and how this situation pans out. We kindly ask how this situation will pan out during the week ahead, please. And any other information actually about the week ahead. May we ask for further information? I'm actually feeling these two. Okay, so we have the first card that showed itself was the Four of Swords. This is a card of great meditation, of great contemplation, letting, having a stillness, not being reactive. We also have the Page of Wands, and we have the World card and the Death card showing up again. This is so interesting. Okay. I want to say sleep on it. Sleep on it. And with the Page of Wands, I almost, just with this collaboration, really, I want to say be an observer. Yeah, be an observer of your own world. Be an observer, take that bird's eye vision, be an observer of what is going on. I think there'll be an opportunity to turn something around. Okay, because we have the Eight of Swords, I think there's something that you haven't yet seen. Okay, so there will be an opportunity this week to make a choice to heal something, and I think it comes about. Yeah, we have the Nine of Pentacles followed by the 9, so 2 nines, the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. Okay, so this is a point where you can begin to bring something to a completion or to sort it out. I think whatever this situation is, you will be able to, something will show up this week that will give you an opportunity to reach out, and there'll be a healing from this. We're looking at a success, the wheel will turn, something can come to a conclusion, or there'll be an opportunity to turn something around. I think that there's something that you don't yet know about, which is also why we have this card with the crow here on the stick. There's something that you don't yet know, and when you discover it, or you're shown it, or you see it, or it comes into your reference point, your frame, into your zone, when you see it, it will enable you to view the situation differently and to potentially reach out in some way, shape or form. There's just a piece of information you need. Now, I don't see you backing down, but I do see you being able to reach out because you're looking at the situation through a different lens. I think the choices will become easier for you. At the moment, I think you're sitting in a possibly even a not quite sure how to move this forward sort of place. But yes, some sort of obstacle will be removed. And that comes because you see a situation differently. Let's read what's on the back of these cards. Be led by your own inner soul light. Healing and enlightenment are within. So you will view something differently. Okay, and then we have cut away dense energy that holds you back from your goals. Trust in the process of divine timing. Yeah, divine timing is at work here. I think that this week, so initially, just let it be. Whatever the energy is that's around you, whatever this slightly trickstery, not totally upfront energy is that's going on around you in someone's behaviour, your gut feeling is completely right. And it does feel as though something is broken. Maybe even somebody has done something and you just think, God, I really didn't think you were that kind of person. It's like there's a, potential almost disillusionment around somebody. But just sit with this and literally sit with it. As this week pans out, What will actually happen? Yeah, beware of challenges. So don't perceive it as a challenge that you have to rise to straight away. Just be an observer of what's going on. Something is going to be shown to you, and it will transform your perspective of this. And I think you will then be able to sort of to sit with I think you will then come from a place of what I would call generosity of spirit. But you need to see something else first. Something will be revealed to you this week. I don't know what it is. And interestingly enough, I don't actually feel that I should ask. I mean, sometimes if it was a personal reading, I'd be going off down that trail of what is it you need to see, or can we get any more guidance? But I think as a general reading, this will be unique to your circumstances, but I think you'll be shown something that will, again, make you'll view this more with maybe through the lens of laughing about it, or being able to sort of see somebody, rather than being so disappointed and disillusioned or even pushed out by someone. I think you'll view it through a different lens. Something is to happen this week that will transform your perspective, and the outcome is really lovely. So if this is someone you're working with and you just think, God, can I really continue working with this person? You know, they're not stepping up, they're not living up to who they should be, or they're behaving not in a great way. You'll find out what's actually going on this week, and that will change your perspective, and I think you will be able to then reach out. The situation will heal, because you will come from a place of greater understanding, of knowledge, of wisdom. This is what I'm seeing for you in the way that this pans out this week, my beautiful pile ones. So just right now, at the time of coming to this reading, bearing in mind whenever you come to it, these are timeless readings, but whenever you come to this reading, this will be going on around you, and the next 7 days is really what we're looking at. So during the next 7 days, just let it be. Let it be. Look at that. Something popped up on my computer. I don't know if you heard that. This will pop up, you know, like the penny will drop, or something will be shown to you, or something will become clear. And when you see that and you know it and you understand it, you will view this through a different lens. Pile one, this is your reading for this week. Tons of love. I am so honoured to be reading for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for telling people about the channel so people can come and find the readings. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you want to make sure you never miss a reading, subscribe and press the little bell icon. And beautiful souls, just thank you for being here so much. I look forward to seeing you for another reading really soon. Have an amazing week. I think this will be really helpful. It's one of those things that is possibly sitting with you and sort of niggling. You know, it's not quite going away, but just let it be. You'll see what you need to see, and things will change. And interestingly enough, it will be you that can change the things as well. You'll be in that position of moving it forwards and bettering the situation. Beautiful souls, tons and tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Beautiful souls, we're asking for an immediate message for you. I'm seeing this and this. For your first 2 oracle cards, we're asking for an immediate message. Now, these cards have messages on the back, and I will read them in a moment within the reading. Very interesting. She's really looking like the same person here with the 10 of Angels, surrender. You have Manaz, the rune of the self, as well, and Fehu. Gosh, I'm seeing all these coming out for you, and also this and this. Manaz, the rune of the self, and Fehu. Fehu, actually, nourishment, possessions. It often signifies that an ambition or something is going to be successful, or, you know, come into that point of reward, or come like an ambition could come true. I'm seeing 3 from this pack. Okay, tons of cards coming through for you. And let's look at some tea leaves as well. I'm seeing these actually. These ones. Okay. Let's see what we have here. You have Virgo, tidy up your life. We have Earth, stay grounded. I think this is 4 cards actually. Yes. Earth, stay grounded. Fourth house, go back to basics. And conjunction, stop, collaborate, and listen. How interesting that there was more there than I thought there was. Okay. So like something is, there's more going on. There's more to, I'm hearing more to this than meets the eye. Okay, that's really interesting. We've got the card of surrender. There's a busy world. Your world is very busy. You've got the octopus. This is loads of stuff going on at once. Tidy up your life. Pay attention to the details. Stay grounded. Go back to basics and stop, collaborate, listen. Well, let's look at the rest of your cards. See what else we have. Lightning. We have bread. Okay. We have grasshopper. Okay. And we have mule. Okay. This is really, really interesting. Okay, so now the lightning card says, control your anger or you will be sorry. Grasshopper says situations in the balance that require careful handling. Bread is a period of prosperity and abundance. Mule, someone who is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. We've got stop, collaborate, and listen. We've got the dove of peace. Gosh, I think there's a lot going on in your world. That's going to be my first observation. I think you have a really, really, really busy, hectic world right now. You've got the card of the orphan. You've got the card of the vision. You have the animal. You have the prayer. And you have Alethea. If you were drawn to pile 1, Alethea came out in pile 1. So that there could be a message for you in pile 1, actually. Most definitely, I would be checking that out. Right. I feel like we're being communicated here about more than one situation. And I think there is a lot going on in your world at the moment. I'm just going to move these cards up. I want to try and make sure we've got room to put a row of tarot cards just beneath. And I think we can do that and still kind of see everything happening here. Here we go. Here. Okay, good. I think that's cool. I think we can get your tarot cards in here as well. Right, what is your first message? The orphan, the vision, the animal. Yeah, I think there's more than one situation going on in your world, which is why you need to stop and collaborate and listen, okay? I think there's a hell of a lot going on. You're going to need to be really paying attention to the details. I think there could be a situation that comes in very suddenly, lightning, that you weren't expecting. A bit like when your world is really, really busy, you're really, really flat out, and then something else pops in and you think, really? You know, my schedule is full to the brim and some. And how am I supposed to deal with an extra something? Okay, but you can do this. I think you can spin a lot of plates this week. Okay, I think you are spinning a lot of plates. And I think your instinct with the animal will guide you through this. Oh, how interesting. Look, something's suddenly happening. That is a fire alarm. Hello, pile 2. I am back. I think this is just extraordinary because that was not a drill. So although there was no emergency, it was a temporary emergency. But how interesting. Everything that happens in a reading happens with purpose. That is the first time that's ever happened in this location where I'm working. And I find it so fascinating. That's never happened before. And here am I saying that something sudden is going to come in. So I'm really going to listen to that. I think that something sudden comes into your world, which is already very, very, very busy. Okay. Now, it could feel like it's an emergency, but I don't actually think it is. Okay. Or it could even apply pressure to you. Yeah, you could even be feeling under pressure or even isolated with the orphan card. Let's read these as well. Allow the true love of your soul to radiate, and you shall see see the natural beauty around you expand. Okay. Have faith in yourself and in higher powers. They lead you in dark times, even when you feel you've lost guidance. Okay. Right, beautiful souls. I'm going to be asking a few more questions. So, now, I think something has already happened. At the time of you coming to this reading, there's probably something that's already come into your world as an extra. And I don't think that you were expecting to see it. I think it was unexpected. And it came in on top of what I would call a very, very busy, very productive, okay kind of life that's going on already. Now, stay grounded. Okay, look at this. We even have fire here. Fourth house, go back to basics. There's even this fire here. Now, I don't know what this is. If this hasn't yet appeared, I suspect this is simply giving you the heads up that something is going to appear. And what they're actually saying is this is not a crisis. It's not. That was not a crisis. But it sounded like it could have been, if that makes sense. And I feel this is really relevant to you. So what they're sort of saying is, look, surrender to the circumstances. There are things that are going on that are outside of your control. And that's true for us all. To some extent, we can manifest things. We are in charge of ourselves and we're in charge of how we respond to situations, but we're not in charge of other people or what they do. We can only be in charge of what we do in response. I think you are already very, very busy. I mean, this is actually a very good week as well for you. I mean, it's really interesting. There's lots going on in your world. I think it's productive, prosperity and abundance. I think it's really, really productive. However, I also think someone or a situation comes into your world and they may already be around you. They are a little bit stubborn, to put it mildly, and I think it's like something comes in and it feels like it's put the spanner in the works, as it were. When you are already having a really busy week, but also a very prosperous week. So it's very, very interesting. It's almost like I'm seeing your life flowing forwards in a very good way. But this one thing that comes in that is like a thorn in your side, or a pain in the proverbial, or a something. And I think it has come in unexpectedly. I mean, it could even be a family situation or whatever that is. I think I'm just going to draw your tarot cards and ask about it. But everything in your reading is saying, look, stop. Just pay attention to the details, remain grounded, get back to basics. Don't allow this to knock you off track in the rest of your world. I think you'll have to attend to something, but don't let it take over. Just because it's unexpected, or it could even be someone making quite a drama out of something, and it's not as big a deal. It really isn't as big a deal as they are making it out to be. Yeah, don't be reactive. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. Remain focused, even though something comes in. Remain focused, remain grounded. Even though something is around you that feels like it's disruptive. It's this sort of like almost higgledy-piggledy energy of the octopus, where there's so much going on. Fingers in lots of pies. And then you've got this beautiful dove, so peaceful, so gentle. Doves find their way back to the earth. Let's draw your tarot cards. Let's see what else we are shown. I mean, I think your primary message is really about remaining grounded. Surrender to the fact that there are things you don't have control over, and attend to the details because you need to. But don't make it into anything bigger. That it's not going to be as big as you anticipate it. And so, wherever lightning has struck, as it were, if this is going on around you already and you're thinking, I really could have done without it, just again, be diligent. Pay attention to the details, deal with it in a steady kind of way, and sort of, but also keep your eyes on what you're doing, be focused, and just continue as you are. Let's draw your tarot cards. May we ask for guidance, and also to understand how the week is panning out for my pile twos here, please. So this and this and this. I'm seeing these two as well. Let's look at these first. We have the Knave of Pentacles. So this is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, which is a lovely card of promise. Okay. I also feel with the Orphan, maybe you are feeling a bit like, I don't know, like you're out on your own with this, or that you're the one that has to fix something. Whereas this says stop, collaborate and listen. We have Father Sky. Okay. It's a lovely card. We have the Four of Pentacles, which is also a lovely card of harvest. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Knight of Chalices, lovely, Knight of Cups, fertility. And the Two of Wands. Okay, which is beautiful. I mean, this is loaded with energy that is moving forwards. Right, okay. I think your reading is really clear, actually, pile two. I will get some more cards as well, just to really understand how the week is panning out. But basically, I think this is an incredibly productive week for you, but I think you are really busy. You're spinning a lot of plates and juggling a lot of balls. And something's come in. It's like it's an extra that you could have done without. That's what I would say. Something extra, and you just think, just when I was really on track and now I've got to stop and pick all this up. Just pick it up. Attend to the details and then come back to your focus, which is actually kind of what I just had to do. If you think about that as a mirror. Very interesting. I always think with manas. It's like if you take the rune of joy that looks like a P and you split it down the middle and open it up. It's like joy looking at itself. It's like a mirror image, this rune of the self. How you handle this is up to you. You have choices. You don't have choices as to what goes on. Like the fire alarm going off. I have no choice over that. I know what happened now. I have no choice over it. I needed to respond. And then I needed to come back and get myself recentered and reconnected to your reading. So it's exactly that was mirrored here, actually. Something is coming in unexpectedly, or at the time of this reading, it already has. Some of you will know what this is. There's an extra, basically, that's coming in or come in, and you just really could have done without it. And I'm so sorry it's happened, because it really does feel like, look at these hands. It's like, how did that happen? It's like, really? And even this looks like a mirror. We've got one person going one way and one person going another. Stop, collaborate and listen. I do think this could, for some of you, connect with somebody somebody needs your time and attention. Okay, or something that someone has done that requires your time and attention. Just surrender to the fact that this is there. And a bit like the fire alarm, go do what you have to do it diligently, but remain grounded. Don't get pissed off about it. Remain grounded and then come back and just get back into the rhythm and the routine of your world. Knave of Pentacles, it's a card of promise. You are in a space of great productivity this week. And you don't have to lose the productivity just because something else has happened or has been triggered. You don't have to lose your productivity. You can still continue. Okay? Father Sky, hold that higher vision. Remain grounded and yet trust and know that this is, again, surrender. Know that this is happening with purpose. The Four of Pentacles is a card of financial stability, of prosperity, of things coming together in a stable, steady way, a grounded way. With the Seven of Swords, this is, it's very, very interesting. We see this person dance in his shadow. The shadow is like a wolf. So I do feel there is something that with the Knight of Chalices, interesting, Knight of Chalices, the Knight of Cups, it's a card of fertility. Something will prosper this week for you. Something's going to prosper. I suspect as well that whatever this is that comes in a way that you could have, that you think, oh, this is an extra. Funnily enough, I think it will lead to something very prosperous. I think it will lead to something quite fruitful. There's another message coming through here, actually, for some of you. Even though it's something unexpected, at a time when you're already really busy, I think for some of you, the unexpected thing that comes almost out of the blue, I think it could lead to something really valuable, actually, which is why, again, of course, there is higher purpose. I mean, we always know there's higher purpose to everything. How interesting. Let's draw some more cards around this. Is this actual interruption for my pile twos leading to something of great prosperity? Is it actually something, yeah, look at this, the Six of Pentacles, a card of generosity. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Hierophant. Oh, this is really interesting. We have the Judgment card. Those were coming through as well. We have, look at this, we have the Three of Cups. And we have the Lovers, which is fundamentally a card of choice. Okay. Gosh, I actually do think that for some of you, this is also asking you to be generous and benevolent, perhaps with your time and your resources. Even though, again, somebody demands your time. Somebody needs your time, your attention. But I think that there's going to be a payback from it, in it, like, whether that's a karmic thing with the Hierophant or genuinely an unforeseen benefit. This could be like, I'll give you a sort of a hypothetical example, but and this is obviously just a hypothetical example, but let's say a bit like, the fire alarm went off. Let's say something happens and you're called upon to have to attend to something, and you could have done without it. But off you go and you do it, and you do it diligently. Then you come back and you get on track. And then actually there's sort of like a spin-off. Somebody heard about the fact that you gave of your time generously when you could have done without it. And sort of says, I heard what you did. That's so amazing. Can I come and help you? Or can I, or somebody, I don't know, you go and you help because it was needed, and then someone says, gosh, can we pay you for your time, please? Or, it's like something leads to something. So even though there is an interruption, I think there's going to be a spin-off from it. So busy week, very prosperous week, whether this is karmically or actually, I think something comes to you from a situation that was frustrating or difficult, which is really, really lovely. We've got a celebration going on here with the Three of Cups. This could even be with the Lovers. I mean, if you're single, for example, and something happens randomly and you go give your time, and then you actually perchance meet somebody, when the last thing you would have done in a million years was to take time out of your busy, busy world to do something, but you felt you had to. It was an interruption, could have felt really frustrating, but then what do you know? You actually get talking to somebody, you meet the love of your life. I mean, and it's like, whoa, if that had never happened, that wouldn't have happened. There's something really positive coming from this, whatever it may be, and keep us posted. But whatever it may be, yeah, we've got, with the Two of Wands, this is a card of energy, of passion, of vitality, of possibility. The Knight of Chalices is also very generous energy, where often something is given, someone comes forward to offer, like your prayer gets answered. So, yeah, this is absolutely fascinating, very specific reading. Mind-blowing in terms of the way that alarm happened. But yeah, so I will just sort of summarise for you, my beautiful pile twos. So your messages don't react to something that looks as if it comes in as an interruption. Just follow it through. come back, keep working, but something, because you follow through with something, because you attend to something unexpected, something also unexpected but of great benefit or joy or desire, something you've prayed for, wished for, actually comes to you because of the interruption. This is like, it's like divine timing. Divine timing, one of those random events that just happens, and yeah, we think we could do without it, but wow, there's something of real benefit that comes from this to you. So how fascinating. Something positive, something really amazing will come out of this. But yeah, those are this is the lay of the land, the messages that are coming through for you in this reading today. So if something already has come, then don't be reactive to it negatively, just handle it, but keep focused on what you are doing. And if it hasn't yet happened, I'm just going to say, be alert to any interruptions coming in, as rather than them creating frustration and difficulty, be alert to them as bringing you a great benefit. Wow. Okay, pile 2, this is your reading. Gosh, very unusual energy around today. Very, very interesting. I knew it was really kind of like vibrant and exciting. There was something about the right at the start, just as the charms were coming through, it was like, wow, there's something really zingy going on. So very fascinating. Pile 2, tons of love. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading. Tons of love to you, and yeah, thank you so much for being here, for liking, for sharing, for subscribing, for letting people know about the channel and the readings. All of these things help me to continue to put free stuff into the world. Tons of love, Pile 2. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have the Nine of Angels Guardian, you have the Dragonfly, and Othilla and Algiz. I'm very interested in these two runes. The collaboration of their energy is quite fascinating. Othilla is a rune of gain, but gain because we let go of something. And Algiz is a rune of protection. It sort of speaks of right action as well. Very interesting with the guardian angels around you and the dragonfly. So let's see, what is your immediate message? I'm seeing these for you. First of all, these cards have messages on the back. I will read them in a moment. Right now, I'm just going to draw your cards. But I do think this is fascinating because we've got dragonflies here right at the entrance. I don't know if you can see this, but look at this. We actually have, it's quite small. Can I see if I can focus the camera on that? But there are dragonflies at the entrance to this long barrow. Actually, dragonflies right at the entrance. So I'm wondering if you are at an entry point to something. Is there something that is beginning? You're leaving something behind, and there is something new entering your world. As I said, we'll read those messages in just a moment. Let's first of all look at your oracle cards. I'm seeing these. And also that one there as well. May we kindly ask for an immediate message for my pile 3s, please. I'm seeing this one and this one. And also there's one just in there that I feel is definitely speaking to us. Let's have those, and let's get some tea leaves for you as well. I'm actually seeing that one from the top. Yeah, and these. Quite a lot of tea leaves coming through for you. Okay. We have got the unseen, we have the pilgrim, we have the mystic, and we have the empty room. We have conjunction. Now this came out in, I think it was pile 2. So if you were drawn to pile 2, there may be a message for you. You have last quarter moon, tie up loose ends, and void of course moon, ask again later. Gosh, you're in an in-between space with something here. Okay. Stop, collaborate, and listen. Yeah, you're being protected as you move. Look at this, from one place to another. There's a change of direction in your world. A quarter moon is, all the quarter moons cause us to evaluate. They are a point of turn, a point of evaluation. And the last quarter is very much an internal review. Ask again later is an interesting energy. We've got flute. We have a fair man, dealings with or a relationship with a blonde, grey or white-haired man. So very interesting, blonde, grey or white hair. We have a dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with a dark complexion or hair. Okay, either of these could be you, or it could be someone that you are dealing with, or it could be both. We have spiritual guidance, protection, again coming through with the angel card. And then we have goldfish, which is an increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. We also have flute, which says disappointment in a friend or lover. Okay. I think you are literally leaving something behind. You're transforming. You're in a monumental point of shift. And I think you're at a pause point. And your message here is actually asking you to take it steady. You know, there are times when we can rush forwards, plough ahead, and there are other times when we should literally take life day by day. Take it steady. And this is the first message that is coming through. I'm literally seeing this. This is reminding me of actually a fogu that I visited. A fogu, they're like long barrows in a way, but they're slightly different. They are tunnels into the ground. They are like journeying chambers, and they are situated in Cornwall. I don't know, I think there may be some others in Scotland and Wales, but the only ones I know of that I have ever visited are in Cornwall. And this looks like an entry point to one of those fogus, actually. It really does. I feel like you are at an entry point, almost like you're entering a space of transformation. And there are still things that are needing to be tied up, cross the T's, dot the I's, loose ends to do before you can fully move forward. So this is literally like pressing the pause button. Now, I think something in your world, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a lover, though for some of you it could be, but I think something could even be general disappointment in something, or something ended that has left a flavour of something that has not been so easy to process. Okay. And you are now moving forward. So this is firstly really, really delightful affirmation that you are moving forwards. It's like you're entering almost like a little birth canal, or a tunnel, so you can then come out the other side and the world will have changed. But right now, in this moment, take it steady. We have the empty room. We have the mystic. We have the pilgrim, and we have the unseen. Yeah. So right now, it is literally like you are letting go of a period, also for some of you, a period of emptiness, a period with, again, something, there's been disappointment. It could be disappointment in relationships or love generally, or you could be you're processing an ending of some sort. Now, I'm seeing everything moving forwards in a good way. But right here and right now, remember these are weekly readings. We're getting an immediate message for you right here and right now, and we're looking at the next 7 days. Right here and right now, they are honouring the fact that you are starting a new phase of life. You are entering this entry point. You're at an entry point to something new. Now, it looks to be bringing you prosperity. It looks to be bringing you happiness. It looks to be bringing you what you desire. But you're kind of setting forth on a journey at this point. This is the point where you are setting forth and you don't quite know what's coming next, or you don't quite know, if you're starting afresh, what you're going to find. When you end, it's like almost like a baby being born. They don't know what the outside world is going to look like yet. They've got to get there. And I feel right now there is some aspect of your world that is closing, And there's this moment of pause. This reminds me actually of the kind of energy we do get around the solstices and around the equinoxes, when literally it is as though the earth herself pauses for breath. There's a 4-day window around this, the energy at that time. And if you get really still during those 4 days, you can literally feel that point of turn. And very often we can get really big revelations, spiritual downloads as to the next part, the next sort of steps on your journey. I actually feel it's as if you are in that energy. So whenever you come to this reading, they are timeless readings. You can come to them at any time. So whether you're watching this as I'm uploading it, or you are actually watching it at a later date, whenever we're drawn to a reading, inevitably the message is right for us in that moment. You're leaving behind something that was empty, or a period of aloneness, or a period of something that didn't work, and you are entering this point of the new. Take a breather. You don't know exactly what the next step is going to look like. I feel like you're stepping into new territory. Take it gently, is what your reading is saying. This is your first sort of message really that's coming through. Let's draw your tarot cards and see what we're shown. Maybe ask for pile 3, please. What is happening? Knight of Pentacles. So this is beautiful. Gosh, look at you landing on the back of an eagle. You're moving into a space of prosperity. Okay. Something really lovely, something that has felt empty and barren in your life is about to flourish. You have the 3 of Swords, which is interesting because this indicates the ending of a period of heartbreak. We have the Hierophant, which can indicate a commitment, it can indicate marriage, it can indicate a partnership of some sort of higher purpose. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, if any of you are about to start a new job, or you're leaving or you're moving house, take it steady. Just follow this through. This is almost like asking you to start afresh with a new beginning, but remove expectations as to how exactly it will be. It's like let it unfold organically. Yeah, something needs to unfold organically. There's something in your world that is coming to an end. You're in this in-betweeny space. Let it unfold naturally. Let it unfold organically. This is your message. We have the King of Swords. How interesting as you land here on the back of an eagle, and then we see an eagle here. But the eagle is still. The eagle is observing. You're going to get clarity, okay? You will know, you won't get clarity as to the next exact step or how it will unfold through trying to be too active. You will get clarity through getting still. Let's read the back of these cards and then we'll draw some more tarot cards for you. Okay, love yourself for the courage you've shown to arrive at your best version today. Wonderful. Love it. And then fill up from the healing waters of Mother Earth's sacred springs and connect to her heartbeat. Become as one energy. My beautiful pile 3s, whatever is happening in your personal circumstances, get still. This is not a moment when you can push ahead and make something happen. This is a time to get still, to observe, to pay attention to any details that need attending to, but to just let something unfold. Not to be, like to be an active participant through being present rather than through trying to make something happen. This is all about letting something unfold as it should. You're shedding a skin. We've got a beautiful snake here. You are shedding a skin. Othilla literally does say, it speaks of people shedding a skin, letting something go because you've outgrown something. Whatever you have outgrown, You are now emerging with the mystic and the butterfly. You will be shown the way, but right now, and it is a whole new journey that's unfolding, and you don't know what the outcome is going to be. But let it unfold naturally. That is the key to this. I'm going to draw some more cards and ask very specifically about the week ahead for you. May we please have further guidance and information about the next 7 days? Well, there's some cards for you flying out. We will use them, most definitely. I'm seeing all of these as well, which is interesting, and also that one too. So these cards that came out first, we have the Six of Pentacles. Let's put these, we'll put them here. We have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Seven, look at that, the 6 and the 7, and then the card of Justice. Okay, so the way I'm seeing this week pan out is, I think your cards are really fidgety. I'm having difficulty getting them to sit still. How interesting. I wonder if you are really fidgeting and actually you want to move something ahead. You want something to move forwards, but the timing isn't quite right. I actually think here, curiously enough, this week there will be a shift in the energy for you. I do think there will be. Yeah, with the Two of Pentacles. Something needs to sort of come into balance for you to see the way forwards. Now, I think you are in a position where you have resources, or if let's say you're moving house, for example, and you're waiting for something to happen, I think it will happen. You'll get to a point where you have resources, and you may even be in this position where you have resources already, and you're actually trying to think about how best to invest them. What do you do? You know, you're leaving something behind. You've come away from something. Where do you go next? It'd be like selling your house, but you don't know where you're going to move to. Well, take your time here. Right now, be an observer and let something unfold organically. You've got dealings with either a fair or grey-haired man or white-haired man, and you have dealings or a relationship with a woman with dark complexion or dark hair. So these two people could be coming in to assist you. One of them could be you. But either way, I feel like you are like flying the nest or moving on with something. I think there will be some decisions this week that become clear, but right here and right now, you can't make a decision. It's almost as if maybe some of you are putting yourself under pressure to make a decision now, today, and your reading is saying don't. Slow it down. Observe. You will know, actually, we've got the Empress. I think by the end of this week, this is lovely, we've then got the Ace of Wands, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, we've got the Page of Wands, and we have the Nine of Cups. I think by the end of this week, the next 7 days, because that's what this reading is about, within the next 7 days, you will have a clearer idea of where you want to go or what you want to do or what the next step is. But right now, literally at the time of you getting this reading, you can't push this through. Right now at the time of getting this reading, they're saying really get still. Let it unfold. Maybe there's some sort of loose ends that you have to tie up first. Almost like to energetically clear the space and the zone so you're ready to move forwards. But it will shift this week. I think this week will shift. You will know at least the next step. You may not know every step, but you will know the next step. In fact, I think that's also what this is showing you here, and what the overall reading is saying as well in terms of don't rush. Take this move forwards, this sort of entering this tunnel of possibility. Take it one step at a time. You don't need to see every step ahead. Just trust that each time you take a step, the next step will be shown to you. Every time you take a step, you'll know what to do, where to go next. Take it one choice at a time, one decision at a time. Keep your eyes, look forwards rather than back. Whatever you're leaving that didn't work, it's right. that you're leaving it. If this would be like you, I don't know, if you were made redundant, for example, and you're having to look for another job, then take it, apply for one at a time, take it steady. Don't set your sights on one thing or put all your eggs in one basket. This is sort of saying something needs to unfold, and it will unfold very successfully. I mean, the Empress is a card of abundance. The Nine of Cups is a card of fulfillment. So you're going to get, I think, a real sense of knowing that this transition is completely right for you. Some of you probably already know that, but there is a sense of you also knowing it, but at the same time sort of feeling a little bit, maybe a bit anxious about it, or wondering how it's going to pan out. But I am seeing this move forwards this week, but the guidance is really clear. Let it unfold organically. Sort of trust that every time you take a step forwards, the next step will be shown to you. So whatever your situation, whatever you are exiting, whatever you are leaving behind, whatever door is closing behind you, take it steady, pay attention to the detail, one step at a time. And with each step, you'll be shown what you need to do next in order to bring this through to some sort of completion and some sort of beneficial outcome, whatever this situation is. But we are looking at transformation, and you are in this, you're literally in that in-betweeny zone where you're leaving one world behind and you're setting forth to into a new world, a new situation, but you're not there yet. You are literally in the space in between. And that is what I'm seeing here, my beautiful pile threes. Take it one step at a time. Literally, you'll be shown the way. There's so much love and reassurance and guardianship of you. There's so much support, literally saying, we will show you the way, one step at a time. We will look after you. We will take care of you. So whether this is with these people, whether they, as I said, one of them is you, or whether it's someone you're dealing with that you are leaving, or it's someone new coming into your world who's assisting you. However we look at it, I think this had to happen with the card of justice as well. So this is a very important transformation, very important time of exiting the old and welcoming in the new. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. This is really going to be, I think, a fabulous outcome for you with the Empress and the Nine of Cups. But it is difficult, isn't it? Whenever we set forth on something, we are itching to get going, or we want to know what we're doing and where we're going, and we want that sense of stability and security. And right at the start of something, we don't have that, because you can't know how it will be until you get there. So, my beautiful souls, there's a lot of advice, a lot of care, a lot of guidance, a lot of support, tons of protection around you. Set forth, all will be well. And let this unfold organically, one step at a time, and you will be just fine. What you desire, that sense of fulfillment, abundance, the happy ending, whatever you need, it's coming to you. Just take this one step at a time. Pile 3, this is your reading. Thank you for joining me, and bless you. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading and you get them in your stream as soon as I upload. And beautiful souls, I wish you every blessing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting people know about the channel as well, for sharing and liking, and my beautiful pile 3. I wish you every blessing. I'm seeing things move forwards this week. I really am. I think you'll begin to get much clearer towards the end of the week, but you are just in that in-between zone, and this is about paying attention to the details and seeing it through, and you will emerge, and you will be feeling, I think, a lot more settled about this as you begin to see it unfold. But it needs to unfold steadily, one step at a time. Pile 3, tons of love. Thank you so much for being here.